Hey, today we're going to be doing some finishing touches on the exterior of the barn to try to get that done before the heavy rains come and the winter sets in. So stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I'm working on the exterior of the barn. I got some details to finish up outside. So first thing I'm going to do is I got 4 handles for these doors, so we're going to attach those. One on the outside of each door and one on the inside of each door. Now this adds a nice little detail and it's handy. Now I just have to install the handles on the inside. I have to get a lower profile handle. That way it'll clear when I open and close the door and it can pass through the wall here. So let's get these installed. Now I got some more of these blocks, or these guides for the door. So I'll have one on each side of the door to keep the livestock from pushing the doors out. One of my viewers also commented about, he questioned about caulking the doors. I think this is what he's talking about, is caulking in here. This is a barn. I don't see a need to caulk it. I may caulk it, I may not. It depends on what I decide. But this is not a living space for human habitation, so I don't see the need to caulk. But I may, if I have extra caulking left over. I had to caulk along the front to keep the water from coming in under the walls and pooling in under on the floor in the barn, because that is a common floor over there. Another detail I'm going to be working on this morning on the outside of the barn is I'm going to paint these 2x6s. They're 12 foot long, then I'm going to trim them down. And these 2x6s are going to go between these end posts here to create well, it'll just be open up to the pastures and to keep the livestock from getting out to the other sides of the barn where I don't want them. That area right there is primarily for the chickens, ducks, and geese. And I want to keep the goats and the pigs out back behind this electric fence. Now I'm going to turn my attention onto the front of the barn. I'm going to go ahead and paint these posts and my rails and get them ready to install while the paint is drying on those boards on the back. Okay, that's done. Now on to the next step. Okay, it's time to trim the boards for the handrails and get those installed, so let's do that now. I have 3 corners left to put on the barn before I put the other rails up. And these are the metal corners which conceal the corners of the barn. So let's get those trimmed up and we'll get those installed. Okay, that's another item marked off that list of things to complete with the barn. Well, that much is done on the barn, so I'm just going to go ahead and fix dinner for the family and get cleaned up and ready to go back to work tomorrow. Stay tuned for more adventures of finishing up the barn. I still have to buy some more building materials for the front rails. And we'll get that finished off and also the inside, so stay tuned for those. Be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and also sharing my videos helps out greatly. You can also follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, Google+, and Blogger. We'll see you guys in more videos. Bye-bye.